привет! Он снова в Таймплей. И мы с вами продолжаем проходить игру под названием Thaumaturge. Собственно, в прошлой серии нас сюда доставали, посадили в тюрьму. И теперь мы должны как-то снова выбраться именно так или иначе. Так, давай посмотрим, что у нас. Братья, 1 часовой рабочий день — это путь к могиле. Последуем же примеру рабочих немецких экономических заводов и добьемся сокращения рабочего дня на 9 часов. Тачку, брат, в момент организации битву за наше общее будущее. Так, мы смотрели, что это СБС, смотреть, так, что тут у нас еще? На это посмотрим.
What are you staring at, Ganef?
I don't know what that means.
Quit squealing. First time in the big city? Have some respect if you don't know who you're running your mouth at. He's one of them that went after the Ruskies with his bare fists.
For being innocent.
Same as all of us. Well, are you from somebody?
My name's Viktor ШУЛЬСКИХ, and I work on my own behalf.
All right. Respect.
First of all, I am a Thaumaturge.
Now them, I got respect for. I know one really decent Jew from Povishla, who's a wizard too.
How about you? You got a foreskin or what?
Is my foreskin any of your fucking business?
Well, no. I was just...
Schmuck. But you don't look like much of a Warsaw lad.
I'm just here for my father's funeral.
I hope you don't miss the funeral toast. Welcome to Warsaw.
I wouldn't call you a master strategist.
You got away from the station, so theoretically, we achieved our goal.
You're not losing your sense of humor. I guess this isn't your first time in a place like this, is it?
We've got a little time to kill. Maybe now you can tell me more about yourself. You seem to know your way around this setting. You've been here often?
I'll take that as a compliment. And sure, sometimes, if the cause demands it.
What cause?
Let's say I know certain folks who'd find Poles like you useful.
Dealers in stolen Dutch pomade?
Donut connoisseurs. They met at Burke Rocklitz's cafe.
I don't want to jinx it, but do you spend time there too?
If I'm not there, no one will want to talk to you. And don't worry, I don't usually hang out long in places like this.
ШУЛьСКИХ!
I see you won't be hanging out here long either.
Страшная банда, контрабандистский патрон положил средства у Берка Родлица.
ШУЛьСКИХ, this yours?
That's right.
Then take it and get out of here.
Thank you.
Благодарю. Для меня тоже личное дело доверить. Думаю, дело личное дело. Личное дело важно. Рекомендуется отказывать в наборе в ряды жандармов и большинства населения. Лицам нарушения порядка и евреям Thaumaturgам. Отклонение данной рекомендации возможно по основанию. Так, давай внимание всех начальников полицейских управлений города Варшавы разыскивается об улице Неджиц. Лидер банды Пикки замечен вблизи улицы Держбовой. Приметы: волосы светлые, глаза голубые, лицо округлое, рост высокий. Дополнительные приметы: глаза дрожат крайне степень гнева, под глазами мешки. Разыскивание синдром убийц проявляет особо активное хранение вместе. За информацию об расположении или помощь в поимке полагается награда. Так, 1002 Мария Буркова, 54 год, проживает в городе Варшаве, рядом Старопрага. Обвиняется в участии в краже голландской помады на 3000 рублей. Разыскивается. Примет: маленький рост, темные волосы, маленькие глаза каштанового цвета, отличие шрама на правой ноге. Варшава, 3 августа 1905 года. Так, Ефищук Мизориуш отбывал наказание в тюрьме на Вильне, сбежал с госпиталя на Покорной. 2 августа 1905 года проходил лечение. Приметы: высокий рост, худощавый, темноволосый, маленькое круглое лицо, маленькие глаза черного цвета, маленький плоский нос, 19 лет. И тогда у нас Нойдорф Исаак, 18 лет, сын Лейбуса, ранее проживал в городе Минске-Мазовецком по улице Луцкой. Обвиняется в краже домашней птицы, скрылся в неизвестном направлении, Минск-Мазовецкий, 14 августа 1905 года. Так, ну окей. Что мы еще интересно там? Что можно читать? Вот. Так, еще можно прочитать. Мизов Шустик, высокоуважаемый гражданин Thaumaturge, благотворитель, предприниматель, отец и муж. Скоропостижно скончался 31 августа 1964 году жизни. Церемония отпевания. Душ усопшего состоится в субботу, 7 сентября, до 11 часов утра в костеле святого Карла Боромео, куда дочь усопшего приглашает всех родственников, друзей и знакомых. Ну, если родственников тоже, соответственно, это и тех тоже является. Так, пошли в Южный Зармейск. Так. Экипаж, трамвайная остановка. Так. Как тут такое? А, подожди, я сюда... А, вот, подожди. Что это? Сюда? Вы серьезно? Так, что значит? В общем, не только нас ищут, еще и на Ванду лично взяли. Я тоже бывал в тюрьме. Светлой памяти Франтишека Хильмантеля, после непродолжительной, но болезненной агонии, принявший причастие 18 августа 1905 года в возрасте 65 лет. Усопшего приглашает всех разных президентов Никиду, которая пройдет в костеле Святой Анны в Краковском предместье 25 августа в 11 часов утра, по завершении которой тело усопшего перенесло в поминную гробницу на Повонсковском кладбище. Суббота, 7 утра. Вативное место во имя Девы Марии Розарии. С братьев наших Христос удовольствие Святой Розарии. 9:00 священное место. После чтения литании Лоретта и молитва о возвращении грешников. Так, что еще тут? Это лапшутки. Это мы читали. Покойся с миром, Мария Весновская. Птичка после сцены моей любимой дочери, скорбящая мать. То есть 29 лет. Здесь спит Ян Хмелец, приятель наш верный, дух отпустивший в году 1891. Чем меньше есть под землей оселок, тем раньше был, не ваше дело. Это же как 19 лет, не 19 лет, Мордехай Хаят.
I'm sure you don't remember me. My name's Hayat, Mordecai Hayat. I wanted to offer my condolences.
Thank you.
Благодарю.
Please, forgive my pride. I know Mr. ШУЛьСКИХ took nitroglycerin for his heart, but how did he pass away?
Вы не знаете, о чем он
Was that his cause of death? His heart?
I'm curious myself.
Интересно, пока не
I
успел
haven't
выяснить.
had a chance to find out.
Yes,
Да,
I understand.
Еще раз прошу
My
принять мои
condolences, once again. I'll leave you
соболезнования.
alone.
Мешать. Вы не
I'm
можете
sure
сказать,
you want to bid farewell to your father.
I think I ought to
Благодарю,
arrest you,
Thaumaturge.
Thaumaturge.
I haven't done anything, officer. What's the problem?
I barely recognize you either. You still haven't figured out who I am? Don't be surprised. The last time we saw one another was 20 kilos ago.
Uncle Veronian?
I will not keep you. The guy's probably all alone back there, among those vultures circling Stasio. I'm sure she'll be glad to see you. Go on. We'll talk later.
Sister?
Victor, I'm so glad you came. I wasn't sure if my telegram had reached you.
I'm glad to. How are you holding up?
All this caught me off guard, but for now I don't have time to think things through calmly. Look at yourself. What happened?
I took a short trip to a Warsaw jail.
What? Are you joking? During the funeral? Are you alright?
Everything's fine, don't worry. Have you written to Mother?
Yes, but what can you expect? You know what Nadia is like. It was never her style to show up for family events like this. It's getting late, and we've still got the reading of Papa's will ahead of us at home. And I'll leave you two alone. I suppose you've got your own matters to clear up.
Fine, let's get this over with. So, it was me who got it right in the end. Back then, on the train platform, was the last time we saw one another. 15 years ago. After brief suffering, fell asleep in the Lord. Brief? I hope not. Did you write this yourself? A tyrant, bigot, and liar, mistakenly absorbed, died after suffering all too briefly. That's better. Definitely closer to the truth. I'm sorry there are so many things I didn't get to say to your face. All those years, I said them over and over to myself in my head. How you were never able to admit a mistake. You never sought blame in yourself. Someone else was always guilty, never you. Mother, because she wanted something for herself in life. Ligia, because she wasn't born a boy. Me, because I was born a Thaumaturge, but I didn't want to live following your principles. And now... The day you died, you visited me in my dreams. I was a child when you hounded me out of here, and I remember you as you were back then. But in my dream you looked older. You gave me hell as usual. You didn't believe I'd succeed. You were wrong. I've come back with 2 salutants. Farewell, Father.
Am I intruding?
Have you been eavesdropping like that for long?
All my life, I came to pay my respects to the dead. Stanislav and I were acquainted. You might say I knew everything about your father. Mr. Victor ШУЛЬСКИХ, isn't it? Your absence from Warsaw has happily come to an end, I hope.
А где там у них, интересно, лавочка? Не было такой лавки.
I don't think so. I intend to leave as soon as I wrap up my family obligations. I doubt we'll have time to meet again.
Who knows? Again, my condolences.
I didn't catch your name.
My name's Konieczkin. Ivan Konieczkin. Goodbye.
Such interesting friends you had. I guess I'm more tired than I thought.
Так, что-то интересненько прям произошло. Ушел и прям начались интересные видения. А, вот она ложка. В общем, вот так вот.
We can go. The hardest thing was getting the lid of the urn. The scattering I could handle.
You can play the clown, but I know how much this has cost you. I'm glad you went.
Love at a funeral. Eros post-mortem. Is it suitable for a young lady in mourning to fraternize with bachelors? Konstancja Szabłowska, the Warsaw Courier. Could I ask for a brief comment?
Hyena.
Thank you. And you, sir?
We're twins, my dear lady.
The ШУЛьСКИХs reunited. You don't look like a horrid cripple. Why did you leave Warsaw so quickly?
Don't tell her anything. She'll write whatever she wants anyway. And we'd better get going.
I can sort it out, but it might cause you some trouble.
It's not worth getting your hands dirty over.
Get out of here, or I might decide you're attacking an Imperial official, and you'll wake up tomorrow in the Citadel.
Are you threatening me, Judge?
I'm actually spurring you from him. Would you rather try your luck with a Thaumaturge? Come on, children. I'm sure my Petya is already waiting for us at home.
I'd love to see my cousin.
Are you coming with us?
Thanks.
Get in. I'm sure the lawyer is already waiting for us.
Так. Так, быстрее, а не то, собственно, так, под таким-то домом. Так.
Miss, your guests have arrived. The lawyer's upstairs too, waiting. A trifle jittery. Wonder if the tea I made him was too strong. Thank you, Grażyna dear. Let the guests wait. First I want to take care of the will.
I'll just wet my whistle and join you all upstairs.
Make sure Uncle makes it upstairs sober. And I'll suggest you don't dawdle either. Master Victor, good God! Half your face covered, but I could tell right away it was you. You look just like your father in his youth. Completely his spitting image. Should I make you some cocoa, Master? It would warm you up a little.
No need to fuss, Grażyna. I'm used to worse chills than this.
It's lovely to see you again. But that's enough jabber for now. I've got the guests and the cocoa, and I've got to whip up some food for you all later. We'll talk soon.
Сравнение с Гуэцией, Кроули в ней описано 3 демона меньше. Мне кажется, того, что демоны цензуры. Базин, ложный свет, Пулсен, ложный свет, Антон, заверяет, что починил себя Рубаса, пустой бахвальством Махосиас, верный представляет обличье волка с крыльями грифона и хвостом змеи, согласно Дупланси, принимает форму дикой львицы. Любопытное сражение Кроули. Демоны — это непознанные грани нашего сознания, по видам холодного волка. Однако, нет. Тоже разбираю. Любимое дитя Петчака. Есть единственное. Слава наполнила сердцем печаль Петчака, глубочайшим сожалением за потребность Петчака, парижский обязанность. Попорт не пускать на шабу Петчака, атака сердцем, еще оскорбление Петчака. Петчака. Так ты знаешь, что называешь братьям, ничего другого я тебе не. Дорогая сестрица, пишу тебе, поскольку не могу уснуть. Тебе уже известно, что нашего подходящего кандидата, однако я на него так не дался. Я чувствую, что Пайман близко пал. Я даже его видел, точнее сказать, его очертания, но все же, на этом нужно остановиться, я его не позволяю больше. В. Да, я буду осторожен, не держи меня в лица, как нашего. Некрология. Воскресенье на кладбище Пунмарански было принято заявление здесь находится писательница Снеговина Духницкая. Гробницы под проливным дождем справа небольшим группы соотечественников. Панихиды прошел скромно, как завещал самого суши. Все деньги, выделенные на похоронные венки, были переданы в общественный фонд имени Клавдии Потоцкой. Антоний Пчелинский, пенсионер 91 год, Барбара Чехова, 45 лет, Станислав Шульский, предприниматель 63 года. Варшавское похоронное бюро занимается организацией похоронных документов и расписил заводского купательных домов. Раундовый бой повезли также другие аксессуары. Мне уже настолько лучше, что стараюсь ее даже не написать. Доктор ваш порекомендовал мне это сделать. Ну, как мое Феня вином в Белую палату с неким Риафордом Мортоном, чьего полного имени сейчас не вспомню. Ставили его из лондонской клиники доктора Стюарта, и должен сказать, что его крайне любопытный. Не непонятно мой новый сосед, только и дело, что охотится на мотыльков, тараканов, божьих коробок, всяких людишек школ, сползающих к вам на время от времени. У них ест и говорит, что их предпринимательная сила ждать пришествия Всевышнего. И не думаю, что речь о спасителе. Мне не так и не дается вспомнить. Пайман явился, так, все было как да, что так.
I am ready, Mr. ШУЛЬСКИХ. I only need all of you to be present. Can we start reading your files, Will?
Yes, the letters will be done.
Good. Let's begin if everyone is ready. Would you all please take a seat? Ladies and gentlemen, by the power of my office vested in me by the grace of His Imperial Majesty, the Emperor of all Russia, I hereby testify.
Je suis désolé. I just needed to quench my thirst. Alone, unfortunately.
I didn't manage to.
Please don't pay them any mind.
Mr. ШУЛьСКИХ's last will and testament were prepared several years ago in the presence of Zaslav Fedorov, Esquire, that is, myself. My last will and testament recorded in the year of our Lord 1888. In the name of the Holy Trinity. Amen. Therefore, my first irrevocable wish is to appoint as executrix of this will my daughter, Ligia ШУЛЬСКА. Immediately after my death, an inventory shall be conducted in full accordance with the law. After completing the inventory, all my personal movables will be sold at public auction. And let the funds raised thereby be donated on the anniversary of my death to the beggars near the cemetery. The administration of the remainder of my fortune I leave, without restriction, to the person of my daughter, Ligia.
I'm not even getting a teaspoon.
All movables and immovables relating to the family enterprise I entrust to the care and administration of my daughter. I do not prescribe a method of administering them. I merely offer her one piece of advice. I wish that the business should be conducted with modesty, prudence, and honesty, as I have conducted it my whole life.
The joke at the very end.
To my brother-in-law and oldest friend, Alexander Voronin, I wish to leave the following. My collection of muskets and 2 revolvers, dating to the uprising in memory of our first meeting.
Stasio, I will have plenty to do in my retirement.
Enjoy your retirement.
I would also like to come to the aid of my only son, Viktor ШУЛьСКИХ, by entrusting him with the use of my personal black grimoire, in the hope that he will be able to make good use of it. This is my last will and testament. Carry it out solemnly, though you may have found it burdensome. However, this last bequest poses a certain problem.
Yes, it certainly does. And what is that, may I ask?
I am not in possession of this grimoire. The late Mr. ШУЛьСКИХ used it up until his death. Yet no one left it with me after his passing.
Meaning it's disappeared? Did father have his grimoire on him at the time of his death?
It was only because of the grimoire that we could identify him at all.
What actually happened? How did he die?
A building collapsed on top of him. I don't know any other way of putting it.
A building? It collapsed on top of him? How? How did this happen?
It was a day like any other. Papa had gone for his habitual walk. Every Tuesday and Thursday, he'd take a stroll to get some space, as he put it. When he didn't come back for a long time, I got the bad feeling something had happened. Then,
We rode there together. An entire wall of a tenement had collapsed. There were 3 victims, including Stasio, who had the bad luck to simply be walking by. To see him there in that condition It's beyond description.
The grimoire. Did someone have taken it? Perhaps in all of confusion.
But why would anyone want Papa's grimoire? An ordinary person won't use it. Would the Thaumaturge just happen to be passing by?
Father had all his knowledge in there, but I don't know if it would be useful to someone other than him. I don't even know why he left it to me.
I'm sure Stasio had a reason.
Where did it happen? Where was this building?
The southern part of Śródmieście, not far from the police station. Anyway, you can miss it.
Of all the possibilities, this was the death that fate prepared for him.
I foresaw a slightly more pleasant end for him myself. I doubt even he deserved such a horrible death.
Those might be the kindest words you've ever said on the subject of a father.
How typical of this sort of person to keep a portrait in his study of a family that was only a family on canvas. Not long after the painting was done, he got divorced, ruined Imagitas, and kicked out his son. But there the portrait hangs, as if family meant anything at all.
I don't know what exactly happened with Thaumaturge, but I know that Papa felt guilty. You don't want to forgive him even now that he's gone?
The dead need no forgiving. And as for forgetting, I don't know how. It's just a shame about the grimoire.
What do you intend to do?
Father evidently knew a certain Ivan Konieczkin. Have you heard anything about him?
Konieczkin? No, it doesn't ring a bell.
All sorts of people came to Papa's store. That doesn't mean every one of them might know something about the grimoire.
That's true. You've got your work cut out for you.
And Mordechai Chayat. Could that be a lead?
I don't think so. He worked with Father, but he left more than a year ago. I don't know why. He was an assistant at our, well, my store.
Do you know where I might find him?
Sadly, no.
Do you have any other ideas?
I think we have to look for the answer in the place where it happened.
With your sight, you can make out more in those ruins than I, or Uncle, or Detective could. This is a good lead, but is it the only one?
And where are Father's things at the moment?
You're standing at the very center of his kingdom. Not everything has been sorted through yet, but you go right ahead.
In the store? I should check there too.
I've started stock-taking there to distract myself, and I don't want you to go in there before I've finished.
As you wish. Now at least I can see how little I know. Maybe these scraps of information will lead me somewhere.
Well, now that we know what's got to be figured out, forgive me, my darlings. I'm going to give my old bones a rest.
I'll see you out.
Goodbye, Uncle. And, Lydia. I'm sorry it happened this way. That I wasn't close by.
The most important thing is you're here now.
How do you find our old stomping ground? Yes, I'm not too fond of this place either. This is where I had my last conversation with my father, just before I left. He if you can call it a conversation. Can you see my dreams? Nightmares, actually. Ever since I decided to come back, I keep reliving the same memory. The loan shark incident. I've been seeing his death more and more lately. I wonder if the shop is still there. Perhaps we should go there and check. Hello?
I talk here? Do you hear me now? Victor? Victor, are you there?
Grigori? Yes.
Victor, where are you?
On the other end of the line, at home, where the telephone rang.
Incredible.
Has something happened?
To me? No. I am telecommunicating with you to say I found lodging here in Warsaw. If you need me, I'm by the cemetery. What number is it? Yes. 7 Powodkowska Street. Number 7 by cemetery. Powodkowska.
I'm glad. It's good to hear your voice.
It's good to hear you as well. Goodbye. I want to end now. What do I? Like this? Wonderful device. Remarkable. Hello? Oh, and now?
Короче, ладно, давайте, наверное, закончим. Давайте, собственно, тогда, да, увидимся в следующей серии, посмотрим, что там у нас с вами дальше произойдет. С вами был Spider-Play, подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки, не забывайте нажимать колокольчики, говорите, чтобы не пропускать важные видео.